So the question is, should you move out before the divorce is final? My short answer is no. My answer kind of hinges on the facts and circumstances of your case. Obviously an attorney answer, right? But it does depend. So what is the stake of moving out? Is it that you're just fed up and you want this to be over? You have enough resources to move out on your own. You have enough money in the bank to fund another rent, another mortgage, another lifestyle, another bill for eating, another place for children to sleep. Do you have those resources, or is it just something that's in your head and you think you can do it? If you can't forecast at least 90 to 120 days of expenses of what you're going to have to sustain outside of the house, I am not an advocate for you moving out. In our Maryland jurisdiction, there is a clause that allows one party, not specific to a man or a woman, to remain in a family home for at least 3 years if there's a finding that it's in the children's best interest. And I would suggest that if that's your circumstance, that you want to stay in the home because the children go to the neighborhood school and they've come accustomed to that neighborhood, and it's very difficult to find a place or a place to rent or buy in the area under the current climate of the market. Whatever the reason is that you don't want to move, make sure you speak to an attorney to get their advice on why that is the best interest of your children and for your situation, because again, you want to have to 90 to 120 days of resources stored up to be able to fund the new life, because once you guys break ties as husband and wife, you're going to have to fund 2 households. So that's a big thing to consider when you're deciding whether you should move out. Now, I do suggest if there is enough space in the home for you all to live in separate parts of the home to avoid issues like protective orders coming up and fights raging out, you all just kind of stay away from each other if that's the thing that you have chosen to do, but in the same home, under the same roof, theoretically. That is my suggestion on this topic. I wanted to give you that tidbit because a lot of people think that that's the first thing you have to do. But in some jurisdictions and under some circumstances in Maryland, you don't even have to separate to get a divorce. So you want to make sure you know all your options and you speak to an attorney who can kind of give you the best option for your situation. And that's why my answer is a little jaded on whether it's a yes or a no, definitely, because each case is very different. If you're in legal services in the state of Maryland or in the District of Columbia, please give our office a call, 240-493-9116 and www.amurphylegal.com. Thank you.